Hello from Gardening at Twente here in Ireland. Whenever I have a video taken here in the greenhouse, there's one particular plant that everyone asks about. So this video is going to be about my amazing, my wonderful, my quite fantastic Boophone. It's late November now, and the greenhouse really doesn't have a whole lot going on for it in terms of flowers. But this one plant, even though it's not in flower, really strikes the eye. It has this fantastic fan-like arrangement of leaves going over like that, and a bulb that sits proud of the soil and really looks impressive. I put these little mice on the front there just to show it off. This unusual plant is called Boophone disticha, although I say that with a little footnote because there are 3 alternative ways of spelling the genus name, and apparently all 3 are quite valid, which is something that really strains the boundaries of accepted nomenclature. It was discovered in South Africa in 1781, and that's the date when it became known to science. Of course, indigenous people had been knowing this plant and using this plant for many years before that. And this plant is quite poisonous. It seems that the Hottentots use this as a poison on the tips of their arrows. So watch out. In fact, this plant is also known as sore eye plant because when it eventually flowers, if you're with it in a confined space, it can give you sore eyes and a headache, or so I'm led to believe. So when this eventually does flower for me, I'm going to have to step out of the greenhouse or put it out of the greenhouse so as not to, well, not to fall victim to the Hottentot poison. When mature enough, the plant produces a single inflorescence that comes from the centre of the bulb here, and that happens before the leaves develop in spring, I guess. Not sure about the seasons. So that's to look forward to. Well, kind of, a bit, I'm not sure. In any case, it's such a beautiful plant that it never needs to flower to earn its keep in anybody's collection. There are only 2 to 3 species in the Boophone genus, including this one, the disticha, and I think they didn't know how to classify this plant at first, because at first they had it down as Hymanthus, and I'm going to just take you down here in the greenhouse to show you what a Hymanthus looks like, and to me it looks really quite different. That's that plant there with the white flowers. This is called a shaving brush plant as well, because, well, you know, it looks quite like a shaving brush. And let me just show you something funny. If I touch this with my finger, it produces a whole load of really staining yellow pollen. So yeah, I won't be shaving with that anytime soon. But yeah, so anyway, the Boophone was in the Hymanthus genus for a while, but it's not a Hymanthus like this Hymanthus albiflos we're looking at. I've had this plant coming on 3 years, and I've had it in the cold greenhouse for 2 of those years, and it's done quite well for me. Now, the first year it kept its leaves, but last year it lost its leaves in winter, and actually my friend has a plant like this as well, and hers has always lost its leaves. So I think, I don't know why mine didn't the first year, but anyway, there you go. It was given to me as a Christmas present by my daughter 3 years ago, but I do hasten to add it wasn't without some hinting and some sourcing of the plant by myself because, well, you know, I mean, people's children don't generally know how to find them the plants they want. And now it's actually very hard to find them. In fact, several people have asked me, where can you buy a Boophone? And I really can't tell you because the place where this was originally got has ceased to operate now. So I really don't know where you might get one because, you know, you can't really order from South Africa. So there we go. That was my video on the Boophone, and sorry about the background noise. The wind is blowing very loudly out here in the greenhouse and the bubble wrap is rustling and just affecting the overall sound quality of the video, but I hope you got the point anyway. Thanks very much for watching, and check back again for lots more gardening stuff. Bye now!